This is the 1991 Ford Bronco. Picked it up a couple years ago here in Canada, and going to add the extended flare fender flares on it. One thing you find out is you'll have to cut off kind of a section like this. What you do is you put the fender flares up here, kind of measure. I taped it off, figured out what I needed to do. And then what they recommend to do is grab a hairdryer. Here's the fender flare. Still have to get the sealant around it, but basically this comes up. It'll now kind of fit in, tight like that. Like I said, there'll be little sealers along this line here to get it in, but it's going to give it a nice finish. And also with these tires, 33-inch tires, 4-inch lift, should give a little side protection as well. So again, here's some of the tape that I did. This little section here is very small, so just a smaller little piece that I had to get in here and cut off. Can't even get it the right way now. There we go. So it's in like that. You see it just slid off a little bit. That, and the hairdryer really does help heating it up. Don't have to go really long and hard on it. The other reason I'm putting this on here is that it had some rust up here. Did a real kind of hack patch job on it to get the rust out, but the flares come up this high here, so it'll cover any of the body work. I just didn't want to spend a lot. This is a bush vehicle for up in the wilds of British Columbia, and there again with the back piece here, it was just a small section that got cut off. So we'll follow through with the mounting in a little bit. One thing that's a little time consuming is basically getting the kind of rubber gasket on. I was in a debate upon how far to take it out, but I'm basically just going to take it to the edge here. Hopefully there's enough length to cover anything else. I could always trim it back if necessary. And the one thing that I didn't mention is that I ended up using a mat cutter here to come and cut this down through. Now what they say to do is basically put something in behind this so you don't scratch your paint, but me, I'm not too worried about it because, like I said, this is going to be a bush vehicle. I'll just hit this with a little spray paint later to keep it from rusting. This stuff is just adhered with just a little bit of like double sticky back tape in this area, so you could probably just pop all these off real easy. And like I said, when this is warmed up, it's really easy to cut through with one of those matte knives. Okay, got the front one on, so it went pretty good. Definitely helps to have an assistant to help you. Cutout's looking pretty good fit, so we'll see how it goes for the back one, which is that one right there. Okay, got the back one on. It does take a little work, especially if you got some rust you're dealing with back in there, but it's not a perfect seal to me. I'm probably going to come back with a little silicone or something and just get a little bit better seal in there. I mean, it just doesn't quite conform to what's necessary. It's only that one little area, but everything else seemed to conform okay. But yeah, it gives it a nice finished look. It also hides any of that little bit of rust that was starting to go in there. So much better. Good product.